Good morning. Welcome to this comprehension class, chapter 30, page 42. The title is An Interview with a Lemming. As you know, lemming is a small animal with a short tail, a type of rodent, bigger than a rat, living mostly in the cold places with a lot of hair. So, a scientist rather interviewing a lemming. So this scientist so tired, just want to relax, go to a seashore or a bank of a lake, want to sit down on a piece of rock. By mistake, he takes for granted a lemming and sits about to sit on that. And the lemming says, "Careful, brother, I'm not a rock." And the scientist was astonished and he says, "I'm astonished. Not that I'm going to sit on you. Of course, I'm sorry about it. But you can also talk like us." And the rat vehemently and sarcastically responds, "We are also, say, I am also astonished the way you human beings behave. And begins to compare animals with human beings. One example the lemming gives is that, see, we animals, when we want to make a noise or sometimes rhythmic, beautiful singing, we don't need any instruments. Like, for example, the cricket, when it stridulates or cheers, it doesn't need an instrument. For that matter, if you take birds singing and so on, they don't need instruments. But he says, the lemming says, you human beings are dependent animal. The scientist patiently says, yes, yes, what you say is true. And then he responds, the scientist says, you are amazing too. You are mysterious creatures. The lemming is not able to spare the scientist. If you are going to indulge in adjectives, you say we are mysterious creatures. If I have to say something in M, I can say many things. You human beings are murderers, maladjusted, maleficent, muffle headed. The lemming seems to be terribly angry with the scientists and the whole the human beings. And it says, I can go, keep on saying about the negative qualities of human being, not the whole night till next afternoon, 4 o'clock. Maybe the scientist went evening 4 o'clock. 24 hours, the lemming says, I can speak of. And the scientist replies, it looks that you find it very difficult to understand us. And the lemming continues, general accusation of human beings. You kill, you mangle, you torture, you imprison, you starve each other, you nurture yourself but not the earth, covering the earth with cement, you cut down trees and build up institutions, all this. And again, scientists response: you are listing your sins and shames. And now the lemming comes out with negative adjectives on human being beginning with a D and says it's shameful. If I say this, distasteful. So you are dreary, dolorous, and distasteful store of information. And scientists ask, what is that? You say that you have made a lifelong study of human beings. And Lemming says, yes, I have made the study and understood that you are cruel, cunning, carnivorous, sly, sensory, and selfish, greedy, gullible, whatnot. I think with all alphabets, the living will say only negative things about human beings. Okay, why does the author want to put all this? See, there's a great and historical enmity between the rat groups and human beings. They are big enemies. Rats eat up all foods. They spoil the food, the clothes, the house, the build mud houses. So people keep cats. I remember one of the lessons taught. There are kings who give death punishment to people if they kill cats because cats are useful in killing rats. So historically, rats are enemies of human beings. And it could be this reason why the rats are angry with human beings. But the scientist, as a gentleman, remains positive, passive, and a little bit considerate in counter reacting. Okay. Now, finally, the scientist says, don't get tired of speaking against human beings. I only want to know one thing about you. I also have made a lifelong study on lemmings, but I don't only understand one little thing. That is, you go often to the water, drink yourself, and come out. Why? And again, the lemming is reacting to the scientist. I don't know why you people don't come to water at all. So don't take bath often, don't wash yourself often, don't wet yourself often. So that like that, it is more than an interview, a conversation, angry dispute, expressions, argument. It's interesting. So read, understand, and answer. Thank you.